Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you. You get fairy dust. I get fairy dust. Little Amelie gets fairy dust. Everybody gets fairy dust. And it's time for another episode of the Kardashians. Okay, so we're on season 1, episode 5. And this is the episode in which Khloe gets a DUI. And I'm just thinking with friends, like the one with the DUI. Okay, so what's happened is where we are in the episode is Chris is picking her up. So it was previously a secret, only Courtney knew, don't tell anybody else. She told Kim. So watch this clip and then we'll talk about it.
It's an accident.
How are we going to tell Bruce?
I'm not telling Bruce a thing.
Oh, really?
Do not tell him either. Let's
You just
wait.
got a DUI and you don't think he's going to find out?
Oh, like Kim hasn't done worse things than me and you guys didn't tell him?
So first thing we need to know, any holiday, any wedding, and especially law shit, like anything to do with jail or a DUI or any kind of when the police are involved, it is very, very, very loaded. So basically what I'm saying, when there is any kind of family emergency or whatever, you can know that it is going to be loaded and ... expect a fight. Expect a fight, expect a fight. Now for the one who got in trouble, they're not having a good time at all. And so they want the attention taken away from themselves. So in this scene, we see a couple of things. Number one, Chris is upset and Khloe is very upset. She's very angry. And then they say, like, once again, they're trying to keep a secret in the family, and a secret in the family is always dysfunctional. So then Chris says, how are we going to tell Caitlyn? And then Khloe says, well, Kim has done worse things than me, and you haven't told her. So, okay. So a couple of dynamics. First, if you ever pick up your kid from jail, if you ever pick up your kid and they just had a terrible thing happen, just like whatever, a car accident, anything that has happened that's big, it's time for us to buckle up our seatbelts and get really conscious and only use adult mode statements like, how are you? I'm sorry this happened to you. We're going to figure this out. I will call a lawyer. I already did call a lawyer. Just very factual facts and empathy. Because if you don't, then the attention is going to be taken away from the person living the consequence of their behavior. So they're fighting about whether to tell Caitlyn or not. And also like, well, you've told stuff about Kim. You haven't told stuff to Kim about her. You haven't told, when Kim has done worse things, you haven't told. And so we're not talking about, holy shit, I got a DUI. We're talking about sibling rivalry. We're talking about secrets in the family. But notice nobody's talking about, oh my God, I got a DUI. I can't believe this. So what we do when in our codependency is, especially in these kind of dramatic events in our family, there is less about actual living consequences and more about drama. So this is yelling in the car and upset, and drama, and drama, and drama. And so my point is, can you see how it would be different if you would have just picked her up? And P.S., this is all reenacted. This did not happen at the time. I don't know. They did say at the beginning of the episode, there's reenactments of stuff. So, it could be that this was then, but so there, again, there's just lots of yelling and upset, but none of it is about, oh my God, I can't believe this. Oh my God. None of it is about me living with my consequence of the DUI. It's about all these other shiny objects. And that the purpose of that is to get the attention off the bad thing that happened. And that's why I recommend when these things happen, you just stay very conscious, very calm, only factual information being said, because anything that you say that's the slightest shamey or is the slightest dramatic, the person in pain from the thing that they did will latch onto it immediately and explode about it. Okay, so now watch this clip.
So who told mom?
Kim told mom, and I told Kim. And I told Kim, do not tell mom, and do not tell Bruce.
It's just typical. I just don't get it.
Typical. Don't blame me for your own problems.
Oh my God, this is so good. Okay, so let's break this down. Okay, so what happened was Chloe was in jail and she called her sister, which she thought her sister was the safe one. Yes, secrets in the family aren't going to go well, but sometimes we do need one member of our family to be there for us because we know that's not the one that's going to, go nuts on us or whatever. So Chloe decided, I'm going to call Courtney. So now she and Courtney are having this fight, and she's like, well, who told mom? And Courtney's like, I didn't tell mom. So Courtney is like, I'm innocent in this. So she's like, don't look at me. I didn't do anything, when she actually did do something. So Chloe's like, who told mom? And then Courtney which credit to her, she says, I told Kim and Kim told mom. Okay, she told Kim. That was wrong. That was wrong in their little relationship. Please do not tell this person. Now, we've already talked about how unconsciously, when there is ever a triangle, the information is going to get out. But she specifically told, and you can think of this as a friend or a family member, like, please don't tell so-and-so. And then that person gets told. And so do you see how crazy making it is? Because she didn't tell her mother, and Courtney didn't tell her mother, so she gets to be out of it. So she's like, I didn't tell mom, so you can't look at me, you can't hold me responsible. But then she straight up says, I told Kim, and Kim told mom. And then she told her, but I wanted you to come pick me up. I wanted you to pick me up from jail. I wanted this from you. And then she's like, this is your fault. So do you see there's no consequences given to Courtney for breaking the trust? This is your fault for drinking. This is all your fault. Actually, no, you did a triangle. You did that. I mean, again, there was no way it was not going to be messed up, because a triangle is eventually going to be messed up. But I just want you to see how Courtney's coming out, and Courtney is coming out smelling like a rose. Again, nobody's getting the consequence of, oh my God, I should not have done that. I'm so sorry I told Kim. I thought she wasn't going to tell mom. But again, if you go watch the video before this, it's like there was no reason for her to, the only reason was drama, So that's why there's something called nonviolent communication. Nonviolent communication. So if Chloe had said, using nonviolent communication, hey, when you told someone else in the family, so you state the fact, when you blank, I feel, no other words, I feel, and then a feeling word. So when you told Kim and Kim told mom, that's a fact that happened, I felt disappointed and betrayed. And so you just telling the other person your feeling, as opposed to, I can't handle this shit, who did this, It's just drama and fighting. But if you can actually tell another human being, hey, when you did this, I felt this. What is that? No, you didn't feel that way. Actually, I did feel that way. I do feel. And then the person then Courtney could be like, oh, I'm sorry I did that. I shouldn't have done that. That was bad of me to do that. But do you see how it's all, the attention is taken? There's for the rest of this episode, there's very little attention paid to, I got a DUI. This is how I'm making my change. And there's little attention to, wow, I did break your trust and I wish I hadn't done that. But again, this is a reality show. If it's not drama, it's not going to be on TV. If it's not drama, it's not going to be a hit. So, always take these things with a grain of salt. But I just want you to, it's very important to see the dynamics happening. And when you use, and just Google that, nonviolent communication, it's a way to communicate a piece of information without being attacked, without giving the other person any ammunition to attack you back. So like I said, if I say, I feel betrayed. Now, if you say, you made me feel betrayed, or you make me sad, or you make me upset, the person can just say, I didn't make you. So it's always important just to use a feeling word. When you blank, that's the fact. And then the feeling word, I felt or feel blank. Then you're just letting the other person know your feelings, and they get to do whatever they want with that. But it is a way to, again, communicate the information. Instead of saying, you shouldn't have done that, and I just wanted you to know that when you told someone else my confidence, I felt betrayed. And I'm going to need you not to do that again. That would be the boundary. So the whole point of drama, dysfunction, chaos, fighting is to obfuscate, AKA to make things unclear. One of the things that we do is to be healthy. There's a difference between fighting and problem solving. There's a difference between chaos and drama and problem solving. And when you have the fighting and the, obfuscation, meaning like, again, we're fighting about who told who, we're fighting about this and that, and we're fighting about how another sister in the past didn't have to do what I'm doing. Like, it's all it's all shiny objects to take the focus off of, oh shit, we actually have a problem in the family because one of our family members has gone to jail. And that is a really hard truth to accept. It's a really hard truth. The only thing that we need to be doing at this point is solve the problem of the DUI. So do meetings need to be go to? Do we need to get a lawyer? Do we need to let's look the car? Like, what are the actual problems? But that's the whole point of, it's like, don't look at this. Don't look too closely. Don't look, because then we'll actually have to solve our problems and so none of that is fun. Like going to get the lawyer, going to deal, going to court, going to doing all that stuff. None of that is fun. It's very, very hard. And it's easier to fight about it and have a lot of drama about it. Again, to hide the fact of what's actually going on. So I hope that's helpful. Love you. Bye.